hate those things, those intercontinental ballistic missiles. They're dangerous and they kill people, Mr. John 11. I don't ever want to see an ICBM in my neighborhood. And
Teacher,
remember, John, I live in
can
Hiroshima.
I read? Can I read my story?
Oh, yes, everyone's going to read their stories tonight because it's our last class for writing number 2. And I hope you take writing number 3 because I'm going to buy some books. So I'm going to get a book because I got all my lessons from a famous book. And I'm going to get more lessons from book number 4 for you guys. But you've done a great job.
Sure.
Hey, how are you?
I just went back for my vacation, so I cannot kind of make the writing. Sorry, I cannot do the homework.
Did you send it to Yalo just now?
No, I cannot. I cannot do it. I just went back from the vacation this morning, so it is very time. I cannot do it. I don't have time.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Havy. That's fine. You're honest. Let's check with Ariel. Ariel, are you there? Ariel, nice to see you. And how about Tudin? Are you there, Tudin? Tudin, are you there? John 12 just joined us.
Yes, I'm here.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Nice to hear from you. Thank you for turning on your microphone. And we have Mr. Tony. Are you there, Tony? Tony, where's Tony? Tony, I called your classmate Dung Tony and he got upset with me. He said, I am not Tony, I am Dung. So we have to wait for Dung and find out. Dung, why did you get the name Tony in the Yalo? It's confusing me. All right. All right, Haiti, what? Oh, there's Billy. Now, who's Billy? Wait a minute. There's a Billy in our class. Who is Billy? Who changed their name to Billy? Hello, Billy.
Hello, teacher. I write a Russian letter.
Oh my God. Tim is playing games. He went to another room and he changed his name to Billy. I think you're a Russian spy, Tim.
No.
He's a Russian spy for Vladimir Putin. Be careful, everybody. John 12, the longest story ever in writing class. Can you read 2 paragraphs today? I would love to have you read everything, but 2 paragraphs would be okay, John. All right?
Yes.
He wrote a masterpiece. John wrote a masterpiece.
1,600 words.
But you did get better at ending your sentences. You improved, John.
Einstein, Albert Einstein, E equals MC squared.
Yes, and then you did a joke on that. I think it was you. John raised his hand. John 11 from Hanoi. John, question?
Can I and NATO play the intercontinental ballistic missile gambit?
All right, I gotta check this. Whose message is this from? Oh, it's from Ms. Duke. She said, you guys all join the Zoom lesson. Yeah, you said a great story, Tony. Where is Duke?
Teacher, look on the chat.
Dune, join us. Where are you, Dune? We'll discuss these. Tony Dung. I mixed these 2 guys up, but I think Dung's angry. Let's find that Dung. Dung, you are not Tony. Hey, Liam, thanks for joining us. How are you, Liam?
I'm fine, teacher.
Liam, you have to say your name the Irish. They say, Liam. My cousins say, Liam. Because my cousins are Irish. Liam, come here. Lewis, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Lewis, great story about soccer. I think you have a talent for that. Maybe you should write that for your school newspaper.
Teacher, look at the chat again.
All right, I'm going to check this chat. I hope this is good. If I see this chat is spammed with Dung is Tony. No, he's going to get angry if you say that. Don't call Dung Tony. It's mysterious. I honestly thought Dung was Tony, you guys. I didn't know that. Hey, our teacher's assistant is here. I have to say hello. And it's Tu Hong.
Hello,
nice
everyone.
Can you say hello to teacher? Assistant. You guys really enjoyed the chat room with her. So we'll maybe do a breakout room because there are so many students and some of them wrote really long stories that I don't know if we have so much time. Maybe we could read half of them in the breakout rooms. Is that okay?
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you some of the stories. Let's see. The stories I corrected, and they're in Yalo. So if you look, it says corrected in Yalo. And then the students can ask your permission to share in the breakout rooms too. Because today the student said, can I put something in the share? It was a really nice student. They asked, permission to do that. They said, can I do that? Is that okay? And I said, yeah. So then one student did a presentation using the thing. There is Dung, who's always next to Tony. And I made a mistake. Dung, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Dung, I'm sorry I called you Tony. I'll never
look in
let
the
it
chat
happen
box.
again. But Dung, look in the chat box. Tim put a little surprise there for you. Dung is Tony, he said. And then Dung said, I am not Tony. I am Dung, right?
My chat box hasn't loaded yet.
But you know what? You said Tony did a great job. That's funny. You said, Tony, you did a great job. All right. But Dung, you did a nice job too. All right, listen, you guys, tonight's class, we're going to read your last stories because you guys have taken 10 weeks of writing. So I want you guys to each get a chance to read your story, but some of these are really long. So let's read one or two of these in the main room, and then we'll go to the breakout room for like 20 minutes, okay?
I
Does
want to
anyone
read in the breakout room.
Yes, you can read in the breakout room. And then maybe if teacher Tuhang, if you can find the best story, the students can vote on the best story, then that student can read their story to everybody in the main room. We'll find like the top 3 best stories. You guys can vote on it, right? You can decide. But now be nice to each other. Don't hurt each other's feelings. Say, oh, that's a terrible story. That's the worst story I ever read.
It's an unusual,
It's an unusual
first
story.
line.
Now that's a good way to put it, Tim. It's an unusual story. That's really funny.
It's an unusual words like what the F.
Oh, no, we don't want to say that. Right. Naked, talk to us. I want to talk to Naked. Naked, how are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Naked, would you like to read your story first? Because I liked it. All right, so we're going to have Naked just read to everybody. We'll read 2 of these stories and then we'll go to breakout rooms, I promise. So I'm getting Naked's ready here. And it is, Naked, what is the title of your story?
As I remember, it's called Snake Challenge.
Oh, that's right, the snake story. Okay, let's see if it's in here. The crazy cooking, the fake drawer. Let's see. This is strange. The snake challenge. I'm gonna have to go to Yalo, but I have to be careful. Sometimes Yalo does crazy things. In my debate class, it cut me out of the classroom today, Naked. It was embarrassing. There it is. I found it. Yay. Okay, I gotta put it back up on my share screen. One moment. And this is a pretty cool story, Naked. I like it. So are you guys ready for Mr. Naked's story? He worked very hard on this as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Naked with the Snake Challenge. And Naked, I'm just going to make that a big C because a story title should have 2 capital letters. Okay, there you go, Mr. Naked, Snake Challenge.
Beginning. Last week, my friends came over to my house for a sleepover, so I prepared many games for them. But little did I know, they had planned a surprise for me. Middle 1. The first game we played was dominoes. I played this game quite well, and neither of my friends bothered to talk about it, so I kind of let my guard down, which was a terrible mistake. It turned out that they were as good as me, maybe even better, so they had a much better start than me. I struggled a lot to keep up. I lost the first, but I'm very good at remembering and won the second round. I still had to think a lot, and my brain actually hurts. Middle 2. After wrapping up the first game, it was time for game number 2, which is called chess. I'm a master at chess and can win against them easily, but I learned my lesson and focused on every move until the mid-game, in which I got a little bored. So I thought faster for each move and still won, But then my friends said they wanted a rematch, and I agreed. They played it the Intercontinental Ballistic Missile Gambit, which is a real gambit, and I stepped right into their trap, but not with a plan of my own. So when they took my queen, I gave them an undiscovered attack,
Yeah,
and took my
Macon, is
queen
it
back.
undiscovered attack? I think it's undiscovered, right? You meant to say?
No, the real name is Discovered Attack.
Oh, okay. So let me take this away, Naked. A discovered attack. Okay, there you go.
And took my queen back with an extra piece. The rest of the game was easy peasy. Number 3. As we were finishing our second chess game for dinner, food my mom bought had arrived. It was chicken nuggets, french fries, and ice cream. Dinner was so delicious that we practically nibbled them so that they lasted longer. It took us half an hour for us to finish it. But because we ate slowly, so the table was clean and we took less time to clean up. Middle 4. Because when I planned it, I thought that it would be very short. So around 9 p.m., we ran out of games and were trying to think of a new game. Suddenly, I thought of my English center and thought led to other thought, and I remembered a game I played it there. It is called Snake Challenge. The first person says a word, and the next person must say a word that start with the last letter of the last word. Words cannot be repeated. I said cup first, and little by little, people are getting eliminated. At last, it was only me and Kevin. We played until it was 9:30. This is when we ran out of words and got eliminated at the same time. Ending. It was bedtime. We were all tired out from all of the games. Before I even turned off the light, I heard that Kevin was already snoring. After the lights were down, there were no sounds to be heard. We all dozed off after that except me. I was thinking how they were so good at the game I planned. And that is when I found out my notebook was missing. They must have stolen it to know what I planned ahead of time.
Yeah, love that ending. Hey, Macon, I have to fix something. We were all tired. There was a one thing I want to make a sentence. We were all tired. I heard Kevin after the lights. There were no sounds, and we dozed off. I was thinking how they were good. There was one here I wanted to end the sentence. Where is it? And little by little, people at last again we played. Oh, there it is, Macon. So probably I would put a period here, and then you could start with this. This is when we ran out of words and got, that's actually a full sentence. So I would start the full sentence there. Now, John 11, you were talking about this ballistic missile thing. Is this a style of chess?
Uh,
John, you
It
know
is.
this?
Well,
It is?
that was the first time I ever read about it, but
Uh-huh.
actually the stuff that Nekan have said in here was actually true.
Oh, of course, Macon never lies. He's a very honest guy. Macon, this intercontinental ballistic missile, the ICBM, it's a form of chess?
It's one type of chest opening trap. There are more.
Oh, okay. It's an opening trap. Oh, okay. It's not a style of chess. It's just an opening move. The ICBM, because that's the nuclear bomb style. It's kind of shocking. Now, John,
What?
John was talking about ICBMs. Is that what you meant when you were talking about that in the beginning of class?
Yeah, and I really want to try it out, but I don't have time. And I think that the sentence that dinners was so delicious that we practically nibbled them so that they last longer. The word practically was only practically.
Oh, is it practically or practical? Let's take a look.
It's practically, not practically.
Wait, where is it? Where did he write that, you guys?
It's in the middle 3.
Middle 3, thank you, John. Okay, as we were finishing our second chess game for dinner, food my mom brought, probably a comma here, food my mom brought what had arrived. It was chicken nuggets, french fries, and ice cream. Dinner was so delicious. Oh, I see. We forgot the R there. Practically
And-
nibbled them.
And one more is that the word accept. Can you get down to the ending, please?
Where is that? Except EXCEPT?
No, he Lekan only
I
writes
forgot the thing.
EXECT.
Where is that?
Don't stop after that.
After that, accept
Third.
me.
Third line.
Here?
No, it's at the end.
Ending.
Ending.
In the ending.
Oh, in
Third
the
line, third
ending.
line.
Okay, ending time. Let me take a look.
Third
I
line.
heard, except, oh yeah, hey John, you're good. You found 2 spelling mistakes. I didn't even find those. Nice work, John. I think you get a prize. We're gonna call you King Spelling Guy from Hanoi. All right. John 12, you raised your hand. What would John 12 like to say? Right when we were talking about this. John 12, are you there? And
I
Handsome
think that-
Alice just joined us.
I think that's just a way that just when a Paul went to the end of the chessboard and then he can tilt back his queen, but so his enemy was maybe not smart enough to see if there's a Paul going through all the chessboard.
Let me see this. ICBM style chess.
It's a
Let's see
game.
if let me see if I can get a picture of this, you guys. All right, this is interesting. I think we've got a picture of this because this is difficult to describe. And I think this is, yeah, this is the tension gambit. Do you guys, John 12 and Macon, you recognize this? Oh, wait, I didn't do the share screen right. I'm sorry. Share screen and the chessboard. And there it is. Okay, everybody, you can see it.
Brilliant move.
It's a brilliant move, says John. Tim said that. So you have your pawn
Yeah,
is up
I-
here.
No,
It's a
no, this is
brilliant
not
move.
the ICBM.
Yeah.
And
Does that
then
look right?
Black blocked the ICBM.
Oh, it blocked the ICBM.
Yeah,
Okay.
the ICBM is not available anymore.
Okay. Let's see what else we have to try to figure this out. ICBM. Sacrifice. You know that one?
This one.
This one? Yeah, okay. Pretty
Yeah.
cool. Oh, nice, you guys. Really cool. I'm not good at chess, so I think this is really interesting.
Super brilliant move.
You guys love chess. You've always been talking about it, but I didn't know that. All right, great job, Mr. Nakin. I really liked it. Thanks so much for trying so hard on your work. I want to go to Lewis because Lewis did a sports style story. And let me go to Lewis. It's pretty cool because I think, Lewis, you should try to do sports style writing maybe for internet or for the school, because I know some people who do this and they make good money at this doing sports writing. I know a guy in Tokyo who does that. He stays up late at night watching British and European soccer, and then he writes about it in Japanese, and then it goes to a website, a sports website, and they pay him good money to do this style writing. So it's, if you were to do the same thing, Lewis, you could, let me see, where is Lewis? Lewis, I just graded this a couple of days ago. We have Jennifer, Tim, we have Jennifer, Tim, we have Tim, we have John 12, we have John 12. Lewis, there you are, Champion League final. Okay,
Teacher,
so what Lewis
May I go
did,
to the toilet?
all right, but be careful. All right, here he is. I found it, Lewis. So Lewis, can you read this for us? Is your microphone okay?
Okay, now
Okay, here we go.
on the night of Saturday last week, I watched a final of the 2 best football clubs of the season 2023 to 2024. Can you guess 2 best football clubs of season 2023 to 2024 that I have mentioned in the sentence above? They are Real Madrid and Dortmund, and they have competed to fight the champion in Wembley Stadium in London, UK. Dortmund came out with the diagram 4-3-3 and Real Madrid came out with the diagram 4-3-2-1. In the first leg, with a lot of situation that caused a lot of danger to Real Madrid's goalkeeper, such as the shot of Julian Brandt in the 13th minute and the situation that Karim Adeyemi sped up to overcome Antonio Rudiger, but he didn't score in his last attempt. He was blocked by Dani Carvajal, and the Niklas Füllkrug shot hit the post, or the situation that the ball was shot by Marcel Sabitzer from outside the penalty area. Thibaut Courtois has a wonderful reflex to prevent Sabitzer from scoring. And in the next leg, Real Madrid changed their tactics from defending to attacking. In the 3rd minute of second leg, Toni Kroos had a good shot that backed up. Goalkeeper need to try very hard to rebrand it. Then, Real Madrid striker has a lot of chance to score, but they couldn't beat a monster in the goal, Gregor Kobel, until the 73 minutes from the pass of Toni Kroos. Dani Carvajal jumped very high to hit the ball, then he scored the first goal in the final of Real Madrid. And then 7 minutes later, from the subjectivity of Dortmund defenders, Real Madrid scored again, and the score was Vinicius 2-0.
Ending.
And Real Madrid became the champion of UCL this year, and this is the 15th time that they won this league. What a great ending for Real Madrid fans. Real Madrid. That's all.
Hala Madrid. Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Good sports play-by-play. It's also, Lewis, it is a summary of the game too. So nice work. Really nice work.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Hey, did Handsome Ellis, Handsome Ellis, are you there, Handsome Ellis? Handsome Ellis. I don't see her. All right. Johnny Levin, you raised your hand. Did you have a question?
Can you read my work, please?
Oh, all right. Bone is absent. Oh, no, Bone is not here today. I wanted him to read too. All right, we'll read one more and then we'll do the breakout rooms. And when you're in the breakout rooms, you can also talk to your teacher's assistant, your impressions of the course. What did you like best? What would you change? This kind of thing. All right, so you can also read some stories and discuss. We'll start that in about 5 minutes, but first we must work with Johnny Levin, who said, can we read, please? And I believe we can. Sorry to hear that, poor Bone. Okay. Is it, yeah, okay. Here we go. To Johnny Levin. John 11, this is actually pretty funny now that I remember it. But I have to get the right John, because there's John 12 and John 11. All right. There's John 12. There's John 11. John 11, what happened to you? John from Hanoi. John 11, where are you? Help. There's Bone. There's Ellis. Oh, yes, Ellis, nice work. We're going to have Ellis read hers too. I really like Ellis. That's a funny story, Ellis. We have Hi also. Is a cute story. I hope I got it. Hi, you read your story, but I hope we can find it. Oh, no. I hope we found Hi. We have to work on Hi stories too. All right. There he is. There's the man. John from Hanoi, we found your story. The great football match. Oh, that's because now you changed some of this, right? So, all right. John changed a little of that original story. Pretty cool, John. Thanks for doing that. Another student did that also, and I thought that was nice. You spent some extra time on it. So this is the story we wrote together. Bone helped us, but this is John 11. Go ahead, John.
Okay. The great football match. beginning. There was a football tournament for a Universe Cup. The super clever aliens and the super strong but unbelievably stupid monsters were the two teams. Why are they stupid? The reader asked. Because they know nothing about football tactics, but still show up for a Universe Football Championship game. Before the match, one super clever alien star football player died from drinking wine. This shows that even the super clever aliens can be stupid too. He thought he was drinking a green energy drink the same color as his skin, and instead he drank rocket fuel super wine and died, sadly. During the match, the super strong but unbelievably stupid monsters got so many red cards because they were unbelievably stupid and really bad at soccer. This means that there were no monsters left on the soccer pitch. And there's one part that I want to add here, that is, but the super clever aliens got pushed and kicked away by the super strong but unbelievably stupid monsters. And then there is only one super clever alien on the field left. The super clever aliens beat the super strong but unbelievably stupid monsters by 100,000 to 0. They want a planet made entirely of gold. In the middle, there are diamonds, and it rains food on the planet. So food on the super clever aliens planet will be free forever. There are super rare elements at the core of the golden planet. Even on Earth, there are only some small amounts. Neptunium, curium, americium, like America, californium, like California, promethium, protactinium, francium, like France, ... The aliens live happily ever after. The end.
Yeah, John, the only thing I could suggest is, I was thinking, John, if you could just make this, just a little smaller.
Oh, wow. And
It's a
then
joke.
you write.
Did you like my joke?
John, and that thing is giant.
What
Did you
the?
All right, we'll do it big style.
Oh, good.
Nice story, John. Hey, you guys, there's something I have to correct here. I feel bad about it, but this nice student, hi, he, wrote this nice story, and I forgot to look at it because I was rushing through these, you guys, to get these. Oh, look at poor he. I didn't do her story. Look at this. It's HD. Let's see if we can get this to work, you guys. And I hope I don't, click this out. He, if you're here today, you can read this nice story. He, are you here? Or hi? Hi or he? He.
Teacher, why you have my picture?
I don't know. Whose pictures are these?
It's mine.
Handsome Alice? Who just said they're mine?
Me, Handsome Alice.
Oh, Handsome Alice, can you quickly read these, Abby and the Zots? Why do I have these pictures? You put them in yellow, that's why.
Alice chỉ mua cái
Oh, Abby and
cái
Zot.
super mẹ này nhé. Thì nó còn thêm cả tính năng nữa này.
All right, but I don't know, what are these things? What are these Zots? LS12, I don't know where you got these from, but I don't know. All right. Let's go into our breakout rooms, you guys. Oh, John, what are you having a discussion there with somebody, your little brother again? All right, thanks, John.
Teacher, do we vote at who's the best? Who has to vote team? Don't raise your hand. That means everyone's about to vote me.
Don't raise. Oh my God. All right, teacher's assistant. We're going to go into those breakout rooms, and whoever you have in your breakout room, you can decide, who gets to read. We still have to hear Ellis, Handsome Ellis 12 wrote a great story. So I'll leave her. I want to read Ellis's story in our room. Okay, so we're going to open the rooms first, and you can take about 20 minutes to do this so you can really talk to these guys. And then I'll just take about 5 students out to read their stories. Okay. Okay, let's see what we have. We'll put Ariel in my room. And we'll move Mr. Doom to my room. Handsome Ellis to my room. Havy to my room. Jennifer to my room. And then that means you guys get to have a good time with them. Okay, so let's see. John 11, you stayed in my room. Is that okay?
It's okay. I love it.
All right. And then we have John 12 as well. We have Lewis and Liam and Ariel. And Jennifer, her microphone's off, but we'll put her here so she can read her story. Handsome Ellis and Havy and you. All right, we have a good group here, you guys. All right, so how are you all today? I can talk to you one-on-one. John 11, we just read your story. John 12, would you like to read a little of your masterpiece of 125 pages?
Yes, I use my brain power. Oh, my brain
All right.
power.
John, read two paragraphs.
AI.
Are 2 paragraphs okay, John 12? Because this is huge. I corrected it, but you guys, wait till you see this. Here we go. You worked really hard on this, but this is so long. Okay, you guys, do you see it? Here it is. Fancy Liam and Lewis and Havy and Handsome Ellis and Dung and Jennifer and John 11 and Ariel. Here it is. The novel by John 12. I'll tell you what, John 12, read this much here. And then if you guys want to read the end of it, then you can go to Yalo and read the rest of his masterpiece, his greatest literature work ever. Are you ready, John 12?
Yes, I think.
Okay. All right.
Beginning in the forest.
Yes.
In the forest, there was a hunter called Alex. He was the best hunter in the world. When an animal met him, that meant it was going to be on the dish. He had 2 children that needed money to learn at school, but he was very poor. One day, a secret company went to his town and invited him to a secret mission. They said that they would pay $10 million for him, and if the mission is successful, they also put $10,000 on Alex's desk. After 2 days, Alex called the company and said that he would join the secret mission. After the helicopter arrived and took him to a tall building in the city. Alex was surprised because he had never been to the city before. On the streets, there were lots of cafes and restaurants. People here wore beautiful clothes with lots of jewelry. In the building, he met a scientist. It is him called Tom. He was very crazy and super rich. He had a project that brought the dinosaur back to land, but he needed something on an island. That is why he invited Alex here. The mission was to find that thing. In this mission, Alex with 10 other people needed to enter the island and check the things in the lab at the center of the island. When there is a problem, there was a lot of warship protected this island. When the plane got near the island, they saw many warships, but the plane had a special technology, so the warship couldn't see the plane on the radar. They had gun and smoke bomb to protect them. When the plane arrived at the island, 2 men checked the forest to make sure that it was safe, a safe island. Later, they heard a roar and sound from the forest. One man shouted, "Run!" All of them went back to the plane and started the engine. Suddenly, something big hit the plane. The engine burned, the plane lost its wing, and the plane crashed into small pieces. Nobody got hurt, but then a dinosaur chased them. They ran through the forest, and the Spinosaurus were in front of them. Suddenly, the T-Rex that chased them then came. A man had an idea. He told everyone to hide and hid and when these monsters fought. The T-Rex bit the dinosaur neck. The dinosaur swung its tail and the giraffe fell, but if the dinosaur bite with its full strength, the dinosaur died and the giraffe enjoyed its delicious meal.
Very
It's
nice.
really super long.
It's
I need
really
some water.
all right. There's just a correction here I'll make. T-Rex gets a double capital there. You see, John, T-Rex. And I'm surprised John 11 didn't catch the spelling mistake. Did you see the spelling mistake, John?
Well, there's one mistake.
There was a spelling mistake. I'm surprised you didn't catch it. Did you see it?
Well, the sentence in the middle one. In
Yeah.
the building, he met a scientist. Everyone called him Tom, and
Yeah.
he was really crazy and super rich. And Thomas and John 12 spelled super into supper.
Ah, there you go. You got it. All right. Super should be supper, S-U-P-P-E-R.
No, supper should be super.
Where is it?
It's in the middle one.
Oh, supper rich. Well, no, supper rich means he can buy everybody supper in a really expensive restaurant, John.
Wow.
It's just a joke. Super rich. Very good. Very good. All right. Hey, Liam, did you write a story? Mr. Fancy Liam.
I did.
All right. I'm going to check
I
you
did.
out. You did?
Yes.
All right. Do you know what they say, Liam, in America? If you can't find your homework, what do you tell the teacher? Do you know? You say, teacher, the dog ate my homework.
But I did my homework.
I know. I'm just joking, you guys, because these guys love to joke. Liam, we're going to get your homework in just a second. Let me save that for Mr. John. And we're going to go to Yalo and we're going to get your homework, Mr. Liam. So here we go. Liam, I think you were one of the first students to hand in your homework, by the way. Did you know that? Liam, are you there? What happened to Liam? Liam.
Yes.
Ariel. Liam, I think you handed yours in so early that's why it's difficult for me to find it.
You just need to look in the PDF you have dipped in the Zalo.
This one here? Wait, let me show you on the share screen. 1 second. One moment, please. Okay, so help me find this, Liam. We're going to go to Zalo. And is it in this PDF right here? Strengthening your writing? That's mine. That's John 11. That's Ariel. That is Hi. Hi. And then Hi had these pictures, but we still don't know who those pictures are. Who are those pictures? Oh, there's Hi. Hi is Ellis. Oh, I see. That's why she said, how did you get my pictures? Ellis, you uploaded these other pictures from another thing, I think. That's the mystery. All right. That's Bone, who can't come to class. There's Ariel, who I want to read also. Champion Leagues is Lewis. Bao is Lewis. Bao Hai is John 12. Jurassic Park Story, Mr. Tim's Betting Game in Russian. Tim gave me his homework in Russian. Do you see it? Okay. Why Russian? There's Jennifer. There's John. Liam, where is this? I'm trying hard to find it. There's Doom. Liam, help me find this. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to turn that one. Liam, we're going to find it. Don't worry. Well, I think I have another folder here to look into. It's called, let me take a look. Last lesson. And Liam, I bet I can find it in this folder. What's the name of the story, Liam?
A full story.
Oh, I know what you mean, Liam. Your story was already written in class, right? So that's why you said that PDF, right? That's what I think you mean. Okay, so that's what you mean. It's in the PDF. Okay, let me see if I can open this in Zalo, you guys. What you want to say is we worked on this in class already together. That's why you mean it's in the first PDF, right? Okay, let's go to the first PDF, everybody. Scroll up, 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 up. Ah, there it is. Okay. Yes. Okay, I think we've got this, Mr. Liam. One moment. And here we go. And it's there. And it's there. Okay. We'll go down here. Max. Birthday cake. Wait, this is 9A. No. This is 9A. That's not what we, is it? Yeah, we got this here. Okay, Tony's story. Ending the great football match. Liam, there you are. All right, Liam, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, here we go. We found your story. Here you go.
Beginning, there was a new fast food stand in the middle of the city. The food is really good and lots of people were eating the food with their families. Opposite the new fast food stand was the old fast food stand. It was popular in the past, but the new place is attracting a lot more people. The old place staff got angry with the new place. They start to argue. Finally, someone called the police. Middle, the old place came up with a mischievous plan. They decide to put spider eggs into the new place bowl. They changed the sign to spider egg bowl. At first, the people were scared, but then this little boy ate it and shouted, "This stuff is great." The police came and tried to shut the place down, but everyone started to love the pho. Middle part 2. The fast food chain even went as far to advertise that the spider egg pho can make people into Spider-Man. But this was a lie. Thousands of people bought this pho, but they didn't become Spider-Man. They decide to put their money together to get a really good lawyer ending. After eating too much spider eggs pho, the people actually got poisonous, and the owner of the new fast food stand had to go to jail. He had to stay in jail for 100 years. The lawyer saw Godman work hard and got him out after only just 6 months. But the condition for getting out of jail was to never claim that spider egg pho can make you Spider-Man.
Nice, Liam. By the way, Liam, who was it that gave the name Saul Goodman? Whose idea was that? It's a pretty good idea. Saul Goodman. I forget who did that, Saul Goodman. It's really funny. Saul Goodman. All right, let me take a look. We have doing here, we have John, and we have Tim, and we have, I want to find Ariel. Ariel, you're in their small group. And so Ariel, there it is. Thanks for setting this in so early, Ariel. This is a nice story by Ariel, you guys. So here we go. Ariel, are you there?
Yes.
All right. Hey, Ariel, can you read this? This is a nice story. I really like it. And so it's Ariel. And there we go, Ariel, the Great Chocolate Bar. I'm going to move this up a little bit. Okay.
The Great Chocolate Bar beginning. There is a great, super big chocolate bar at the Western Cold Desert. It is the biggest bar of the chocolate in the world. Abby and Josh, the two fattest aliens in the universe want to eat the super amazing chocolate, so they travel all the way from the place that aliens live to the western cold desert in Earth. Middle, they meet each other at eastern cold desert, and they can also see a tall man on the head of a tall giraffe. They knock over that man and went to western cold desert. They get there and hit each other to take the great super big chocolate bar. When they are fighting, the tall man that they met before said that to a competition, the winner reward is the great super big chocolates. At the end, what kind of competition? Does answer. Draw contest. The man agreed, yes, that the kind of competition I'm waiting for. And they did the drawing contest, and here are the drawings.
These drawings, look at these drawings, you guys. This is so funny. Thank you, Ariel. This really makes me laugh. Because I went to high school with a guy who looks like this. Ariel, that's really funny. All right, here you go, Ariel. More, please.
So in the end, the two aliens do not have the great super big chocolate bar, but the tall man with his giraffe had it without doing the context. Abby and Josh do not agree, so they angry ask, why do you take our chocolate bar? And the tall man answer, because my drawing is the best, and here is his drawing.
John is laughing. I think he really likes it, Ariel. Ariel, the last part. I think it's the last part. Here you go, Ariel.
The two aliens disagreed about giving the tall man the great super big chocolate bar, and they fight each other, and then a special day came to the cold desert. There is a god go down from the cloud and said, a special day of the western cold desert is coming soon. There will be 10 great big sun go down to the cold desert and melt that great super big chocolate bars that you guys want. The next 100,000 century more in this desert will have a great super big mango ice cream. And the
Yeah, sorry.
later, when the god gone, there was 10 great big sun go down from the sky and melted the great super big chocolate bar to water. They all cried at the end.
Yay, Ariel, it's a wonderful story. And the pictures are so good. I love them. Havy, what do you think of this story? I have to ask Havy's impression. Havy, what do you like this story?
Yeah.
I think it's really great. Do you like these drawings, Havy?
Yeah.
I'm laughing because I went to high school with this guy named Elliot, and he looked like this. Elliot looked like that. And this looks like there was an alien. Somebody drew an alien. They said this alien came into my car and took me to his spaceship. And Ariel, the alien, really looked like this. It was like totally scary. So nice work. John 11, your impressions, please.
I think Abby drawing is the guy who ate my homework.
Yeah.
He looked exactly like the guy who ate my homework at school.
Oh, the guy who ate your homework. That's why he has the big teeth. He's really good at that, right?
And
then the final, this looks like Picasso, right? Pablo Picasso does this kind of work. Do you guys know Pablo Picasso?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, so he always made faces like that. Pablo Picasso. Pretty stylish.
Well, what was his famous drawing that made him so famous?
Good question. Let's find it together before the other students. Let's see if they didn't come back yet. So I will find it for you, John, because you asked a great question. And so I will write Pablo Picasso.
Famous picture.
You know, this is interesting. Pablo Picasso, famous paintings. And I think it's Guernica. And I'll tell you, if they have Guernica as his #1 painting, well, okay, I'm going to share this with you, and so you can see why Ariel's paintings kind of look like Pablo Picasso sketches. So do you see that? He did these, and
Oh,
yeah, kind of like these. These are pretty cool. They're beautiful, actually. They go for millions of dollars. Now, John, you might be interested in this one and other students too, because you guys like history. John, do you know this famous one by Pablo Picasso?
no.
Okay, I think it's called Guernica. And the reason why it's so famous is Pablo Picasso was in Spain when the Spanish government bombed this small village called Guernica, and they used German Stuka bombers borrowed from Hitler to bomb it. They actually were German pilots. And it was one of the first times since World War I that people in a small town were bombed. And Pablo Picasso was so shocked by it that he created these images of the bombs killing people and animals. He thought it was terrible that human beings could do that to each other. And if you look at this picture, these are made of newspaper. He cut it out of newspaper. And you say, well, why
What?
newspaper? Yeah. So like, why
It's
newspaper?
it's totally chaos in here.
Total chaos. And this one is probably one of his most famous paintings. John
Oh, okay.
12, what would you like to say?
I think that the newspaper that made by this picture is the news about the village that's being bombed.
I think so, John. Yeah, that's why it's such a cool painting. I mean, nobody thought of that. That's why Picasso was a genius. Pablo Picasso lived, this is a painting someone did. I don't know if he did this, but someone else painted that. He lived until he was like 92 or 94 years old in Paris. So he just lived such a long life. This is when he was younger. He did this picture of himself. But yeah, what an interesting guy. And there they are with other things too. But oh, there's some dirty parts that you can't see. And then this is the old man playing the guitar. This is famous too. But that's based on another famous, and that's in my hometown, Chicago, you guys. That's in the Art Institute of Chicago. But there's Guernica again. It was just so shocking to people. But then the bombings continued and continued and continued. So bombing is terrible, you guys. All right, let's see. Do we have everybody? Yeah, everybody came back. Dung and Handsome Ellis. And I have to ask my teacher's helper a question. Is that it? Or no, we'll close the room for everybody because it's 10:20. So 1 second, you guys will. Breakout rooms. Let's close the breakout rooms. And I'm gonna, Ellis, if you can, if you're still there, Handsome Ellis, are you still here with us? Handsome Ellis. Where is that Ellis? Handsome Ellis. What happened to Handsome Ellis, you guys? Oh no. It's a mystery. I hope she's here. Maybe she's having problems. Let me ask you a question then. Who is there? Liam, in Vietnam, is there a lot of rain on Saturday and Sunday this past weekend?
It's like a storm.
Yeah, so maybe some people are having internet connection problems because of the storm. Because some
Yes.
people, yeah, okay, so maybe that's what happened to the student who calls herself Handsome Ellis tonight. I think she's having internet problems. I'll tell you what, Havy, would you like to read a story?
Yes, I want
All
to
right,
read.
Havy, I'll give you Ellis's story. You know, Ellis, if you're here and you want to jump in, that's fine because she writes really interesting stories. But since I think Ellis is having internet connection problems, then Havy could read the story. That would be fine. Havy, you're a good reader. This is a really wonderful story. Let me show it to you. Okay, now do the thing, the share screen. Okay, so if you're just coming back from the breakout room, Havy's going to read the Ellis 12 story, which has these wonderful illustrations. But I have to make it a little bit bigger, Havy, for everybody to see it because she used illustrations in this. All right, can you read that, Havy?
Okay. Being in Ho Chi Minh City, there is a young girl called Cherry. She is very intelligent, curious, and sometimes theo dọc. One day her mom brought her lot of soap and adorable toys. There is a total of 10 of them. Bubblegum,
Bubbly gummy.
Ika,
Yeah. Elia.
Peter, Amy, Cupcake,
Yeah. Sienna.
and Super Roll.
Super Cagifragilistic.
To the set be a little dog chip chippy.
Yeah.
Chippy.
And Ratata.
Strawberry. I skip it because it is too long.
I know. All right.
Ratata. Sherry felt incredibly happy. She would always bring one of them to school. Sherry showed them to me. I just skip.
Hey, John, can you read that one? Superfragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Chippy. All right. All right. Amy, can you read the middle part? Because these names are so long.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Cherry did not there are written cast spell on her two bushes. The two witches are called Bayan and Bob. They spell only work at night. Every day when Cherry and her family go to bed, the adorable war member start to wake up. Bubblegum was doing very energetic.
Yeah.
So she stopped herself and mayhem. I cannot see them well because
yeah, it is hard. Chaos and mayhem, which means
Yes.
craziness, you guys.
She to Galaxy and
Amy or Amy.
She got so angry she shut meow and throw me a chocolate back to
Bubbly gummy.
Clara found it interesting, so she joined the wall. Bubblegum so like
Selfie. Bubblegum took a selfie of himself here, Havy. Cupcake.
Cupcake is sleeping, but Ratata tried to wake her up by climbing to her back because the Ratata.
I know this is kind of all mixed up, so I don't know. Well, Havy, do you want to just read the end here? You can read the end.
Later, until morning, they become
unanimated
and
immobile. Yeah.
The reason they become like that is Harry went out for school. She did not know the remain of the battle. Her mouth always clean the mess up party made. I'm right. The next day, the party woke up and stopped at the job, and no public would stop it, and there will be no one to stop it.
Thanks, Havy. It's difficult to read because of the printing. Alice, if you're there, it's a wonderful story. It's really wild. These animals come alive at night and start a war, throwing chocolate and bubblegum at each other. So I thought that was really funny. All right, Dung, are you still there? You raised your hand, Dung.
Yeah.
Hey, Dung, did you read your story in the breakout room, or would you like to read it now together with all of us?
I was in this room since the start.
Okay, thanks for writing it. I liked it. I'm going to take a look at it one more time because you submitted it about 2 hours ago. I thought it was interesting. There's Mr. Dung. And let's take a look at it. Dung, can I read it really quickly before class ends?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, thanks, Dung. Here we go. And we'll do the Dung thing here in just a moment if I can get everything together. And all right, we have about 3 minutes. I think I can do this, you guys. All right, so the Doong story, I'll make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. This is not the corrected version. This is just what he wrote. So 2 adventurers were walking across a small town when they stumbled on the entrance to a huge cave. They had heard rumors about treasures in this cave, but they never actually thought they would find it. Should we check it out? One of the adventurers asked. His eyes were wide with anticipation. Yeah, the other one replied. The middle of the story, they grabbed some flashlights and slowly made their way into the cave. The further they went, the darker and more narrow the way became. Suddenly, the tunnel opened up into a massive cavern. The ceiling stretched high above them, and there were piles of rocks and boulders all around. In the center of the room was a glowing pool of bright blue water. Whoa, look at that, the first adventurer said. I wonder what's in it. Before the others said anything, the first adventurer had rushed over to the edge of the pool and jumped in. Though without any hesitation, the other adventurer jumped in too. After playing for a while, the water turned pitch black and they felt something pulling them down. It was a giant creature. It released a huge flow of water, which got them out of the pool. The adventurer took off running, both of them, their heart pounding. They raced through the dark tunnels, desperate to find the exit. They could hear the creature's thunderous footsteps behind them, getting closer and closer. Just when they thought they were done, they spotted a sliver of light up ahead. With a final burst of energy, they charged toward the cave entrance and got out of the cave. When they turned back, no creatures were there, just a pitch black cave. That was scary, an adventurer said. Well, even though no treasure was to be found, it was a good experience. Doing great story. I really liked it. Hey, John 11, what do you want to say?
Spelling mistakes.
I know,
And
this is of
and
course
grammar mistakes too.
I know, but if you want to know the truth, I actually have the corrected version that I sent Doong earlier in the evening, John. So I promise I got all the spelling mistakes, but still it's a great
Okay.
story, Doong. All right. You guys, we have to say goodbye. And if you can please take writing 3, because I really enjoy meeting with you guys on Sunday nights. You guys have become good friends online. I think you really support each other in your writing. You know how to have fun with each other. I think you guys work really well together, and it's really nice to teach you. Can I say thank you also to our teacher's helper, Tu Heng Nguyen, for all your help in the breakout rooms with these students. I think you must find them entertaining also in your discussions
Yes,
with them.
yes, that's definitely true. Yes.
And we just have one final mystery here. The final mystery I want to show you guys is, are you guys ready for the final mystery? Did you know
Yes,
there was a,
we do.
all right, here is the final mystery of tonight's thing. John, can you guess what the final mystery is?
Numinal ultramicroscopic ciliovo.
Oh no, it's an even better mystery than that, Mr. Tim. Here's, dear
Is
students.
it how when?
Well, no, we did the how when joke already. And I want to be careful because maybe some Chinese kid will say, that's not funny, you're making fun of me. All right, here's the final mystery. Why did Tim submit his homework in Russian? I don't understand. Why is this story in Russian, Tim? My treehouse in Russian. Huh, are you studying Russian, Tim?
I don't know.
Or did you use like Google Translator?
No, I typed the Russian and I used the Google Translate to English.
Oh, really? So you're fluent in Russian?
He wrote it in English and translated to Russian, and then he put it on his writing.
I think so, John. Yeah, Tim's not telling the whole story. There's a missing part. All right, you guys, thank you so much. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye, John 11 and Tim and Russian and John 12 and Doong and teacher's assistant to Hang.
Bye-bye, teacher.
Bye-bye, Liam, Ariel. Bye-bye, Haley. and
Goodbye,
Luke.
teacher.
Bye-bye, teacher.
Bye-bye, teacher.
Bye-bye, Liam. See you guys soon, I hope. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, teacher. Brendan.
Bye,
Bye.
John 11. Great work, John 11. Bye-bye, Liam and Kitty and John and Doong.